this too entered the Earth's atmosphere, it was going 25,000 miles per hour. When it did its splashdown, it was about 20 miles per hour. Now, what is Connor McDavid's splashdown entry speed? It's got to be over 20 miles per hour. And I think I've seen every one of his games. This has got to be one of the best ever. Hey, Connor McDavid, who's one of the best ever? 5-point effort, a hat trick, and everything went his way. And the Edmonton Oilers play. Okay, April 1st, 10:35 p.m. Eastern time at the Kennedy Space Center. Bartenders took off, and it was April yesterday, 10, that they re-entered the Earth and landed in the Pacific Ocean at 35 p.m. So here they are, they're back, and the duration of the mission was 10 days. The duration of Andrei Kopitar's mission has been 20 years. And today, it comes to an end. It is his last regular season home game, and who else but the Edmonton Oilers will be the opponent, including Connor McDavid. That's on the way. Louis DeBrusk.
Rogers Oilers Hot Club Sportsnet. Brought to you by Rogers Xfinity. Get Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to an afternoon matinee. Oilers, Kings in LA. You heard there Gene Principe say if the Winnipeg Jets lose in regulation or win in overtime, the Oilers are in. I don't understand how a Winnipeg Jets win or loss affects the Oilers. They're not in the same division. Just the way Gary wants to prolong the Pacific champions getting crowned. So I will put it this way possible. The best way possible. The only way possible. Oilers win, they're in. Oilers win, they get first place in the Pacific Division. It doesn't matter what anybody else does after today. If the Oilers beat LA, they're in. They get the Pacific Division title. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't believe a Winnipeg decision affects the Oilers any way, shape, or form. That's stupid. That's nonsense. It's How does a Winnipeg decision affect Edmonton, but did not affect Utah and how they got in? You know what I mean? Some things seem fishy to me.
We thank you for your service and dedication to our country.
Something afoot smells wrong.
Here to perform the Canadian National Anthem this afternoon, accompanied by Kings organist Dieter Rule, please welcome singer, songwriter, and actress Heather Yeomans.
Are these motherfuckers really booing the national anthem? And she's smiling about it. Classless fucking organization. Classless fucking organization. That's what I mean. Like, why are we even discussing that? Like, that is stupid. I still don't understand how Winnipeg is a team that put the Oilers out. They're not in the same fucking division. It makes zero sense. I'm sorry, it makes zero sense. Like, if they were in the same division, it would make sense. But there is no way, shape, or form that a Winnipeg Jet win-out will affect the Oilers. That's what I mean. Like, there's something smelly afoot, and it doesn't smell good. I just think there's something smelly going on. Something don't smell right.
Well, there it is. In case you've ever wondered, well, I can tell you it's in Mount Lee in the Hollywood Hills section of the Santa Monica Mountains, Griffith Park in Los Angeles, California. And downtown, the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers have a monumental game for both clubs. That man, Connor Ingram, did not finish the game Wednesday.
Connor Ingram's in net. Good to see that. Good to see that.
Doubts as to whether or not he'd be available.
I'm still not convinced he's 100%.
And he'll be opposed by Anton Forsberg, who's won 3 in a row for LA.
I'm still not convinced he's 100%.
Down the stretch since Darcy Kemper has been struggling.
What?
Connor McDavid coming off the 14th 5-point game of his career, tied with Yari Curry for second on the all-time Oiler list. And that man, Anze Kopitar,
But that's what I mean.
talked about his 20 years in Los Angeles coming to a...
But that's what I mean. The Oilers have to lose this game and then lose to Vancouver? Get the fuck out of here. Losing to Vancouver right now.
Defensively, your starting lineup brought to you by Bet.
And the Jets are going to have to hope and a prayer that the teams in the West are going to beat the teams.
8-1 on February the 26th in their last showdown.
It's so much stupid crap. Like I said, something doesn't smell right about that whole situation.
Remembered that he wants a fired-up performance from his team. It starts with a
Good save by Ingram.
Distance and easily flicked out a play by Connor Ingram, who barely moved a muscle to send that hurtling about 55 feet.
Confident save and just make sure he
I think it's a groin for
didn't leave
Ingram.
It somewhere for Los Angeles. We were wondering whether Connor Ingram was going to be
He can
able
play
to
through it.
this game. Did not finish the game in San Jose 3 nights ago, but for Chris Knobloch, he said he was questionable but possible. He starts for the Edmonton Oilers today versus the Los Angeles Kings.
And Ingram has been excellent, 8-3-1 since March the 1st in his 12 decisions. Off the draw, whistled toward the net by the red-hot Adrian Kempe. He has been blistering. A shot toward the net stays out as Ingram had to protect that near side. Connor Murphy calmly over to Darnell Nurse, who played his first game in this building against Anze Kopitar and the defending Stanley Cup champion Kings, as it were, in the fall of 2014.
This is a great tip by Anze Kopitar, potentially his last ever home game for the Los Angeles Kings. He's announced this is his last year. He's
still going to be the Norris Trophy winner, though.
And this is something since Panarin's come over that he's done a lot more of. He's been the net front guy, allowing Panarin and Kempe to do what they need to do around the world, and he almost puts one in there with a nice redirection.
All-time leading scorer for the Los Angeles Kings. And a universally well-liked player around the league. This will be...
I hate to tell people that. Wisniewski or whatever his name is in Columbus, he's not any better than Bouchard. If you actually watch a game that he plays, he has just as many turnovers as Bouchard. Just as lazy as Bouchard is from time to time. But hey, he doesn't play for the Oilers, so hey, gotta give him that respect.
Actually, probably their best player at that time. And that's who Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as a youngster had to battle head-to-head whenever they played the Kings.
It's just like Connor McDavid's not going to win MVP.
Thornton, Getzlaff, Kopitar, I mean, for a young centerman like Ryan Nugent.
Oh, I get you, Keem. I'm with you. By the way, there will be no stream on Monday. We are going to the game against Colorado. I will be ISOing video of the defenseman in Colorado and showing everybody, hey, they make mistakes too, but it never gets talked about.
A lot of times got overlooked at 6'5", 225 pounds. Hansel was a great shutdown centerman and really made it difficult on you. But I think that's what's kind of formed
right,
the
Nick?
career of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So when you look at it, playing up against guys like Andrzej Kopitar, he knew right away this was the standard set in the league that he stepped into, and that's why he's played over 1,000 games as well.
It was no pillow fight in the division back then.
No. It was a sledgehammer fight.
Off the draw. Here's a shot by Wallman. He had 2 of the 8 Edmonton goals the last time these two teams hooked up. Earlier this season in Edmonton, LA scratched out a shootout decision, and the Kings have played more overtime games than anyone in the history of the league. 32 of their 78 games thus far have gone extra.
Connor Ingram.
Puck that's flipped wide of Ingram, played by Emerson, cut off on the left half board.
I didn't say.
Who's had another nice season, yet another.
He'll play it. He could be missing a leg, and that kid will play.
Drive from the point by Dumoulin does not reach
Block shot.
Connor Ingram. Played by Adam Henrique, but he didn't get it out. Fought for.
Dickinson will not play. He is back in Edmonton now.
Frees it up for Emerson. It's a reset for Edmonton as LA peels off on a change.
I wasn't sure if Ingram would be okay to play. I guess we'll see how his groin holds up. His left and right movement. See how that does. And
out today, of course, is Jason Dickinson. Took a shot off the foot the other day, and a puck flipped into the Edmonton bench very near Chris Knobloch. His club is 8-2-2 against the potential first-round opponents on their slate. LA, Anaheim, Utah, and of course Vegas.
Yeah, and here's that chance I'm talking about right here. You have to make sure that doesn't get down into the zone. And for Wallman,
they're good.
Never been afraid to get in front of a shot. Just kind of turns the ball.
Not only that, but
and it's a clean out of the zone. You can see Armia was just
I don't see Winnipeg winning any games right now.
Sandy Helenius taking the draw for the Kings at center, and then Connor Murphy inadvertently had that puck fly into about the 10th row in the corner here at Crypto.com Arena.
Dickinson out, Hyman out, Draisaitl out.
At age 41, Louis continues to light it up. 28 points, 15 assists.
What a lineup being missing, eh?
Dangerous.
Dumoulin, right side, and sent in by Cody Ceci, formerly of the Oilers, of course, was on there.
Pittsburgh's Penguins resting everybody. What kind of a world we live in?
Kings go to work. Centering pass eludes Helenius.
I'm going to have to check those stats of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Edmonton 6-1-1 in its last 8. A tip and a quick shot by Nurse. By Anton Forsberg. He was actually going the other direction, and Nurse chopped it to his left. Icing call against Los Angeles.
I mean, this is a one-hopper that he just fires on net. A good job by Nurse to get to this spot. Frederick just kind of tries to lay it in there. Nice drive out of the zone. Dig the puck over the blue line, but a nice little stop. This puck is deflected en route to Nurse, and that's what slows it down, but then he catches it out of the air, actually. I don't even know if that caught the ground or caught the ice before he whacked at that, but he was right there looking for that opportunity. Would have been a much better one if the stick wouldn't have been there on a good defensive play through the slot. But still a tough save, maybe a harder one.
Anton Forsberg, 2-3 in one lifetime against Edmonton. You may remember him in Ottawa.
It's tough to get up for these games.
Suffered those dreadful knee injuries on the same play in a collision with Zach Hyman, who, of course.
I'm still not happy LA King fans booed the Canadian national anthem.
TJ Smith, the interim head coach for the Kings, well, having played for him at Ottawa. Here's McDavid. Trying to wrap it around.
That's why it makes no sense what Pittsburgh is doing today. Wouldn't you rather play a Philadelphia Flyer team than a Washington Capital one?
McDavid, beautiful move. He sent Scott Lawn.
Tampa beats Boston earlier today. Kucherov with 0 points. That helps.
Taylor Ward finally able to chip it out for Matthew Joseph, who draws into the LA lineup with
It's almost like the league is wanting Washington, and Ovi won last time to make the playoffs.
In LA's third consecutive win, 4-1 4-1 decision.
Sorry, folks. Obi is retiring at the end of the year.
Evan Bouchard up the gut. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins glides in. Punched off his stick. Kapanen is waiting. One-timer. And a glove save made by Forsberg. What do you think of Max Jones on this line today?
Yeah, a little elevation for him. A little elevation for him. Stepping up the lineup and for Knobloch, he likes his emotion, his speed and size. Good job in front there. There's the shift you were talking about, McDavid, though. Just a little spin cycle down low and
It's crazy to me what's going on right
breaking
now.
ankles as he usually does.
Edmondson and Kapanen get after it a little bit off that last face-off.
I'm excited for Monday, though.
Rink-wide clear for Max Jones. Of course, was a late first-round pick of the Anaheim Ducks. A real opportunity for him with Dickinson out to play in the top 6. Lead pass from Nugent-Hopkins tapped away by Brent Clark. Here's tried to shovel it across, and Jones was there to cancel that one out. Emberson smartly to the middle of the ice to find Nugent-Hopkins, and now Wallman will wedge it back into the LA zone. They're going to wave off icing here.
So essentially Jones and Roslovic switched positions, and it started with the Dickinson move up against the San Jose Sharks before he got a little switch.
Icing against the Kings.
A little different look in the 4-line combinations.
Yet another icing against LA.
14:54 left to go in the first period. 1-1 are the shots.
Start to this one.
Nothing,
5 minutes
nothing
in, an early
is the
start
score.
in Los Angeles, just the one shot for each hockey club. Edmonton looking for its first.
The Ottawa Senators beat
The Kings haven't won
the
one
Islanders
since
3-0, pretty much squashing the Islanders' chances of making playoffs.
Nurse's shot off his back foot. That was deflected. Kings able to hack it out of there. Nurse across. Roslovic will give it back to him. Coming off a goal and an assist in that win over the Sharks. Henry is able to tuck it in deep. Forsberg will knock it down. Dumoulin. Cody Ceci got mashed in the corner by Trent Frederick. Good hit. Armia unable to get out of the zone, but Roslovic couldn't hold on. And now it's Lawton. He'll swing it across. Ceci immediately erased by Connor Murphy. Roslovic grappling with Taylor Ward. Ward staying with it.
I love that,
And
man.
on the forecheck for Los
I like that for
Angeles.
Ottawa.
Kings
Ottawa, Montreal, Edmonton, all playoff teams this year.
For locking up that final wild card.
One of those two of those three do not belong.
Three, although that's far less likely.
I kid, Montreal, Ottawa fans. You belong in the playoffs.
Kings a passive forecheck, and as Louis talked about the other night in San Jose, no reason to rush.
When was the last time Ottawa made the playoffs? It'll be good for that city.
Sanderson took a pop up the right-hand side.
Get rid of that prime minister we have, and everybody be happy, happy, happy.
Plagued by nagging injuries down the stretch, but continues to gut it out. Hit by Anderson. Doughty took a pop from Frederick. It's been physical early. Here's Doc giving it to Frederick. Wallman. Emberson, brief bobble. Shoots toward the net, tipped by Doc. And Forsberg into kick pads there. LaFerriere able to muscle it through center.
Yeah, I know. It's this team is going to rely heavily on the hitting aspect.
For big Colton Doc just standing his
With
ground,
Max
battling
Jones,
right in
Colton
front of
Doc,
Forsberg, and
Trent
that was
Friedrich,
against the goaltender that's feeding
Dickinson when he comes back,
traffic in front. Good save.
Podkolzin. Speaking of Podkolzin, he just elbowed somebody in the mush.
Through center. Ekholm able
And
to
that
tackle
guy
it
just
back.
elbowed Ekholm in the mush.
Kopitar
Elbows are a free game now.
wheeling up the right-hand side. Clark did not get it out. Matt Savoy on
Edmonton
the
don't belong. Right?
Across to Bouchard. Lost the handle. Breakaway. Artemi Panarin. He's in on Ingram. Scores.
Fuck's sakes.
Bobble pokes
That one is 1,000% on the boosh.
to take a look, and he shoots this from distance.
He's got to be better there.
Standing angles, gets it away from the back of the hash marks up over the glove. 1-0.
It's all right. Oilers got this.
28 goals for Artemi Panarin. Redman just too shy of his sixth 30-goal campaign. At a career-high 49 a couple years ago in New York City. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins lost the handle in his own zone. Chance for the Kings. Dumoulin. Ceci steps up, shoots. That was blocked. Rebound comes free.
I need to talk about the missed call that should have been called, but we will. Not allowed to complain about officiating.
Hard shot. That might have hit his own man. Lawton perched in front of Connor Ingram, but he exploded out of that corner, beating two guys in the process. Dumoulin walking the line, moves it over, shot, save Ingram, rebound, hops out of play with 11:42 to go in the first period.
Jones is hurt now too.
A little aggravated. Kasperi capping it, firing it up the right-hand boards, and now Max Jones hobbled. And he's not putting a lot.
I'm not going to talk about the call that was missed on McDavid getting interfered with at center ice that led to the goal. Not allowed to say that. Heaven forbid. I voice my opinion on shitty reffing. Nobody, you can't come to the game Monday. It's too late. You have school on Tuesday. I'm just saying, if you go look at the tape, Connor McDavid was interfered with at center ice. There was no call. Why no call? Because it's Connor McDavid. He doesn't fall over like a fish. He doesn't flop on the ice like some people in overtime. It is aggravating watching the referees ref this year. Jones is a locker room glue guy. He's one that the players have a lot of respect for. Ooh, that is going to be a tough matchup for Ottawa. Ouch. Yeah.
Jack, the way he was
Who knew they could be any worse than that when they were at the Olympics? It's almost like after the Olympics, like they're hold my beer. We can be worse than that. Wait and see.
Let it go. Hunting season is over. You threw it to Ryan Jones.
Did I throw
your hunting buddy?
Sorry. Jeez, what's going on? Twice in 3 games.
He's your hunting buddy. That's okay.
Jones. Sorry, yeah. Always on my mind, Jones.
Off the draw, quick shot off the right shoulder of Ingram and a save made against Adrian Kempe. Puck worked free. Drive from distance redirected. That rattled around. And a bouncing puck eventually out to center. Blasted in from the red. Off the stick of Emerson. Shattered it, in fact. And now Kopitar going to work for the LA Kings. Kempe to the point. Stepping up is Joel Edmondson. His shot from distance just wide. Rebound Clark. That broken stick continues to pester. Oilers bottled up here. Szymanski, 1-0 LA. Panarin breakaway off a Bouchard turnover. And his 28th the difference right now. Kings, like the Oilers, love to get that first goal. They've only lost.
Shots are 4-1 LA. 10:45 left to go in the first period.
And make no mistake, LA needs this one desperately. This is their game in. They've got Seattle, Calgary, and Vancouver ahead. Kings control their own destiny for that final spot. But if they open the door, well, there's a couple of teams that could get in there. Savoy in on the forecheck. Doughty blasted by Mikolson. Savoy in front and a great play to deny that entry to McDavid.
Cross check and a late hit. So you got away with a cross check, late hit, and now you're holding Yeah, cool. These refs, man.
Bouchard fired it off the boards, reaching out. Forsberg finally freezes it up and put Coles.
These refs, man. I'm fucking done with it. I don't care. Come at me, whoever you want to come at me.
And this one has a little bite to it.
It's fucking pathetic that you let one team dictate how the game will be played.
This period brought to you by James H. Brown.
If you let one team run around, do whatever they want to do, they're gonna do it. But hey, if that other team sticks up for themselves, heaven forbid, that ain't allowed.
A little scrum after this is McDavid that kind of piles in here after this and kind of goes right through towards the net. His old buddy that he likes to have contact with, Drew Doughty, his old teammate with Team Canada. Then Byfield comes in, Anderson comes in, and you're going to see a lot of each other in this game as that's the top pairing for Los Angeles up against Connor McDavid. Maybe just a little extra after that to make sure that they feel the fact they're going to battle as well.
You're looking at me like 43 meetings in 5 years.
Sorry, but you can't slash somebody. Puck leaves the area and you hit him, call it a finished check.
I had a good conversation with him, and he's like, the boys will be ready. Let's just say that. We haven't seen a whole lot of extra after the whistles, but give them time.
It's been physical, though. There's been some good hits, and Edmonton has landed more than its share.
Give them time.
Doc and Frederick in particular. Scott Lawton trying to guide that puck out of the zone for LA, and finally it is snapped back to center.
That's what happens when Florida plays. You let them dictate how they want the game to be played. When you don't call them for anything, you wait till they're up 2-3 goals and then you call penalties. That's a... How does that not go in? That looked like that was going in.
If it does not get touched by CC, that's in. I agree with you, Louie. It was rolling in. McDavid tried to find Kapanen, taken away. Taylor Ward.
More hooking on the hands.
There have been shots from the blue line with traffic in front, so obviously a template that they now have set and they can try and duplicate.
Wallman, a shot off the rush, blocked away by Forsberg. Pitchforked out of there by Byfield, taken away from Trevor Moore by Nugent Hopkins, but he lost his skate.
Guys, slashes Hopkins sick out of his hands. Yeah, I'm calling everything, guys. If I see it, I'm going to call it on stream. Come at me. I don't even care. LA, Florida, Vegas. To get away with so much shit all the time.
8.5 to go in the first. 1-0. Puck rolling toward the net, and a diving Cody CC fully extended to keep it out.
CC got lucky. My thoughts on Colorado, LA. Can the buildings both get blown up and they don't have a series? No, I kid. I think that'll be a very beat up series. Whatever team gets out of that is gone in round 2. It won't matter. Right? Come at me. I don't care. It's ridiculous. I honestly see Colorado winning that series in 7. And then losing to Minnesota in the second round. I have Minnesota beating Dallas in round 1. I have Anaheim beating Vegas in round 1. The Oilers beating Anaheim in round 2. Oilers beating Minnesota in round 3. I think Minnesota runs out of gas. Oh, no, absolutely. It's not just the Oilers. Like, if it was just the Oilers, it's one thing. But I watch a lot of Vegas, Florida, LA hockey. And the reason they get away with it is because they play a physical style. They play the upbeat style, the in-your-face forecheck. They can be physical and get away with it. What are the refs going to do? Call everything? Nah.
Just dribbling.
That'd be too easy to do your job.
And for CC, good reaction after boxing out Henrique.
What is that? Slash on the hands. No, that's not a slash on the hands?
Puck at the same time. And, hey, thank you very much, Forsberg saying to CC
I don't know.
bench. hey, that's why we're there.
That's a big two-hand slash on the hands.
Very popular teammate in his 3 years at Edmonton. I would say close to beloved. I mean, guys just absolutely love playing with him. Off the draw, Forsberg, hard rim around the left-hand side. Chopped out of there by Panarin, and now Adrian Kempe. 8 goals in his last 6 games.
LA doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Low, Panarin goes to work.
19 regulation wins? Get the fuck out of here.
CC a drive right into the midsection of goaltender Connor.
Solid save. And you're right, very, very good teammate when Cody Ceci was in Edmonton, everywhere that he's played the National Hockey League.
I think the Oilers beat Colorado in 6. You guys overhype how good Colorado is. I don't get why you guys overhype how Colorado is.
See that puck fully and make a clean save and hold on to it.
These teams almost mirror images. Edmonton 5th in the league.
I guess I'll be that guy that has such a disdain for the Avalanche that I'll see them for what they are. Frauds. Have been, always will be a bunch of frauds.
Set up the right-hand side, and that's despite some mediocre goaltending, particularly from Darcy Kemper. Centering pass, pinball.
Again, lucky.
Forsberg to be alert and keep it out. Kempe walks in. Trying to saucer back.
Lucky save. 5-5 shots, 1-0 LA.
Edmondson will shoot it back.
Bad giveaway by Bouchard.
Held by Ingram. Left and played around the right-hand side by Bouchard. Went untouched. Icing will be waved off, and Forsberg, cognizant of that, will just leave it for Clark. Token pressure from Podkolzin. Puck skitters through the neutral zone. Ekholm up the gut. Broken up by Edmondson. One hands it ahead. Byfield had it chopped away. Trevor Moore steps up. LaFerriere shot, and that was tipped just wide. Byfield right back on it for Los Angeles. One time toward the net, and Doughty could not get it through. Byfield coming in with 20 on the season. Moore's played better, elevated up in the lineup from DJ Smith. Here's Byfield off a rebound. Serve it right back to him. Pressure from McDavid. He took it away. Doughty's got to sprint back to cut off McDavid.
Slash on the hands, no call.
Shovels it across.
Like, come on! You can't slash a guy on the hands. Trip, no call. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta call something, 11! You gotta call something! I know where you are, you piece of shit! You have to call something! You piece of shit!
Yeah, Drew Doughty's the one that started this with Connor McDavid. He gave him a pretty good shot from behind, and McDavid...
Slash on the hands! No call! Trip! No call!
In this game, they're tracking him down.
You're a fucking joke of a referee!
As Los Angeles Kings always do. And as you mentioned, they see a lot of each other. Ekholm having a few words with Doughty here, as there's going to be...
Kelly Sutherland, you piece of shit referee! You fucking Goomba!
As he was falling down, he made the pass wide for the one-timer.
What a fucking joke. Oh, that's not a trip, right? No trip. Not a cross check, not a cross check, not a cross check. How many are you allowed to do? How many are you allowed to do?
Lock horns, and everybody comes in after that. So it's been the McDavid line that's kind of stimulated a couple
Holy
of
fuck.
in front of the net. But the third cross check, I think, from Doughty.
The third cross check!
On the pond finally turned McDavid around, and it got physical.
Well, I'm not sure McDavid didn't think he had deserved to draw a tripping call.
Slash on the hands, no call there, right? No, that's clean.
By Doughty, but as it turns out,
Fucking sick of the way the referees ref these NHL games.
Getting Connor McDavid off the ice. Even though Doughty's valuable, there's no one more valuable than Connor McDavid. And there's a look at DJ Smith as LA's interim coach. So 4-on-4 with a...
And that guy is going to coach your finals. Your Stanley Cup final. Number 11 will be a referee in the finals.
On a breakaway converted by Artemi Panarin. Roslovic will take the draw as Nugent Hopkins chased out of there. Kopitar wins the faceoff. Brant Clark controls for LA. Edmondson and Clark.
What a fucking joke.
Drag back behind. Trevor Moore.
Mark my words, you're going to see the worst officiating in the finals this year you've seen in a long time. Whether the Oilers are there or not.
Shot from distance, save Ingram.
Life is full of flavor.
I almost feel like the NHL is out to prove how bad they can be.
Seltzer is a proud fan and preferred hard seltzer of the Edmonton Oilers.
Connor Ingram picked up his first ever win against Los Angeles. And that
Oilers are going to get the first penalty.
Stopping 22 of 23 along the way.
They were never friends. That's the kind of crazy part about it.
Kempe beaten off the draw by Jack Roslovic. Murphy will reverse it over to Roslovic, who looks up ice and fires one on target for Darnell Nurse. Nugent Hopkins heads for the net. Nurse did not get it down low. Kempe saucered over to Panarin, who swiped it from Roslovic, and now he'll launch ahead of everyone. Remember, Roslovic and Panarin were teammates with the Rangers. Murphy against Kempe. Roslovic pushes it over, and
it's kind of crazy, like,
Nurse gathering steam.
Without spilling too much tea.
Center ice, he'll elect to just keep it on his stick, shoot wide short side.
I've had a few conversations with retired NHLers, and they liked playing on certain teams more than others.
Panarin would blend with this conservative LA approach. So it turns out just fine.
He's an elite player. He'll blend in anywhere he goes. Top 5 in scoring since he came into the National Hockey League. I mean, he's
31 seconds left to go with 4-on-4 hockey.
But I'll also add,
kind of hard to be friends with an asshole.
Bouchard through one man, not the second.
Bouchard gives the puck away again.
Walman and Kapanen back. Lawton kind of overran the play. He and Armia grapple for puck possession. Armia's second effort gets back in the mix against Walman. Armia shoots, and that was deflected. 4-on-4 has come to an end. We're back to 10 skaters
That's
on the
insane,
ice.
man.
Still 1-0 Kings. 4.5 to go in the first.
I don't know. I can't stand what this league has become.
Ingram is going to reverse. It's a smart play to Frederick. The drop off for Connor Murphy. Fires to Nurse. Frederick centers, and that was jabbed away from Colson. McDavid skated right by it. Here comes Moore. Up the right end. Byfield will shovel it in, and then he got popped by Murphy. Kind of jackknifed over the boards. McDavid
That could have been a penalty.
sprinting toward a quartet of Kings. A backhander ended up high and then chopped off the side of the net. One-hand eye by Jack Roslovic. And he slammed it off the side of the net. Mikey Anderson in control.
The refs are letting him get away with something's going to get it. Somebody's going to get hurt this game. And it's going to affect the chances of a playoff run for one of these two teams. Slash on the hands, no call, eh? Like, you can hear the fucking slash. Like, you can hear it on the hands.
Bouchard to Ekholm. He'll gain the line around. Down he centers off the pads and available for a moment. Holt Dock was in the vicinity. Could not jam it home, and the Kings.
Man, I guess you get away with the stick work. Make your stick work.
Dumoulin cuts it off. A decidedly early Saturday afternoon feel to this game.
Yeah, starting to pick up now. I think both teams have gotten into it, and I would say the scrums, the McDavid line, the two scrums have kind of ignited a little bit of harder play here, a little faster.
Stick exploded on Adam Henrique. Kings nudge it free, and you've got Ceci. Oh, a bad giveaway. That was a strange play by Adrian Kempe with Nugent Hopkins still lingering. Ceci up the right-hand side. Kempe nearly sent Edmonton in with a 2-1.
He didn't want him on the line that he was on for the defensive side.
Centering pass, but Colson just missed.
And now Savoy back out there again with Colson. So a little shuffle up, maybe a little added insulation just to kind of let LA know, but back to the regular lines.
Nurse a shot that was blocked. The rebound cleared by Dumoulin.
2 minutes left to go in a very entertaining first period where, hey, we're letting both teams play some hockey for now.
Vasily Podkolzin. Chipped in by Savoy. McDavid bearing down on Doughty. Puts it up the wall for Armia. Rolled toward the Edmonton net, and Ingram will freeze it. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go in the first. Want to see what 37 kilometers an hour looks like? There you go.
Cross check. Cross check. Again! Like, I'm okay with hitting somebody late. I'm okay with it. You want to hit and use your body? Use your body. There's no fucking need to use a stick with it, though. Like, any stick on the ribs or sticks on the wrists, you know what the fuck you're doing. Any fucking kid worth their salt playing minor league hockey knows where to hit, so you do damage to the other person. Just so fucking stupid that this team does it. But it's like the coach says, keep doing it till the ref calls it. What did Paul Maurice say a couple years ago? Keep playing that way till you're not allowed to play that way. Yeah, he said it publicly. We're going to keep playing this way until they don't let us play this way. It works. It's a type of style of hockey that works. It's not intimidation either, because once the other team does it to you, seems like every time a team retaliates against an LA, a Vegas, or a Florida, that other team goes
By name, visit wagovi.ca for savings. Some exclusions may apply.
Well, guess who? Connor McDavid and Drew Doughty continue to go at one another. They've done this. You look at that last year, 2025 first round. They see each other almost every shift. That's the matchup. They know it. They both relish in it. Have a ton of respect for one another, but they're not.
They don't, though. Louis, McDavid has no respect for Drew Doughty. Shut up.
In other words, expect a copious amount of cross checks if you get near the LA net.
And I don't think the other expects anything less from the other. Go at it. Let's do it.
Clark, a shot sent wide. Panarin, the man with the only goal in this.
It's funny how the announcers know exactly what's up. Expect a lot of cross checks that won't get called. Interesting.
Puts it up for Henry. By Roslick. Nifty play to McDavid. And then nearly turned over by Kopitar. In fact, Roslovic finds Henrique denied on the doorstep by Forsberg. Big hit by Roslovic. Shot sprawling right past St. Forsberg. That started with a Kopitar turnover. Kempe able to finally...
Oh, there's a cross check. There's a slash on the hands. Hook to the groin. Hey, what do you want to call there, ref? Because Kempe did it all. Ah, he's number 9 for the LA Kings. We don't call those.
But here comes LaFerriere with a shot. That's kicked aside by Ingram with less than a minute to go in the period.
These Kings teams don't like to get hit. They like to hit and bruise, but if you hit them, they cry about it.
Curls through the neutral zone, turns down, he fires off of Forsberg, and the rebound available. But now Byfield the other way. LaFerriere. They'll send it around the boards with 20 seconds. Trevor Moore let it go through to Anderson. Across to Doughty. His shot blocked. Rebound. McDavid still has time. 3-on-3 Kapanen. Bouchard around the boards. Chopped away from McDavid. And Armia will clear. And backing off is Frederick. LA came into the dressing room with a 1-0 lead. The Kings came in as the second lowest team in terms of goals in that first period, but Panarin has put them up 1-0.
What a joke of officiating that period. Oilers down 1. Yeah, Ingram's not too straight. It's all right. I'm just saying, what's it gonna take this league to fucking figure out that what's working isn't like what they have isn't working? What they're trying to make us watch. You know what? You're not wrong, Lubo. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. I honestly think what's gonna happen is somebody from league office is going to call down to the phone in the locker room for the officials and say, hey, we got to calm this down. We got to calm it down. We can't have this be the thing. We can't have these two teams running around cross-checking, slashing each other like this without a call. So I guarantee you the Oilers are going to do the first cross-check and it's going to get called. I mean, player safety is already going to be in Edmonton for the Colorado game, so I don't know why they wouldn't be in LA, but I full-heartedly believe that the league officials are going to be in Edmonton for Colorado. If you guys remember the last Colorado-Edmonton game, the Colorado team steamrolled our goaltender. Sorry, I get fired up for LA Kings games. These guys, I don't understand. I mean, it's going to be different when Kopitar, Doughty leave. When they rely on players that have no experience in the playoffs doing anything. Oh no, that's right. They're going to get Austin Matthews. That's right. They're going to get Austin Matthews. He'll be the savior. It goes back to what a friend of mine said to me a decade ago. A decade ago, he said, "Hey, can you imagine if every time you did something, you were in the penalty box? Can you imagine if every shift you went out and you hit somebody late, you slashed somebody, you hooked somebody, you cross-checked somebody, you elbowed somebody. Every time you did it, you were in the penalty box? Can you imagine every time?" I said, well, yeah, of course I can imagine it, because that's the way it should be. NHL rules are there for a reason. Why don't you call them? Because you're not going to call everything. He point blank said, there's certain players in this league, Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid, McKinnon, Kucherov, Stamkos 10 years ago, Patrick Kane 10 years ago. Players like that could get penalties called against them in their favor twice a shift because of how shifty they are, just how they play. You could call a penalty every shift they have in their favor. So why don't you? Because nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see 2, 3, 4 players in a penalty box at one time. I get it. I understand it. Trust me, I get it. I understand. You didn't pay to a hockey game to see players sitting in the penalty box. Then why call it a rule book? Then why call it an NHL rule book? Change the name. Fix the verbiage. Call it an NHL guideline. These are penalties most nights. But sometimes we just don't call them. These are the standard rules that we're supposed to call. But we're a little loosey-goosey on when to call them. That's the problem. There's penalties be penalties, but again, are you going to call every time Connor McDavid comes up the wing and gets slashed? Or gets tripped, cross-checked, hooked, interfered with in center ice, which is illegal? You watch a full game and see what doesn't get called compared to what does, you'd be astonished of yourself. You'd start calling it a guideline book as well. The NHL guideline book. 1-0 LA. Shots are 10-9 for the Oilers. One bad giveaway by Bouchard ended it. Breakaway for Panarin.
his family or his loving wife Emily, Colby truly lived for
Colby
others
gave.
across oil country in his hometown of North Battleford, Saskatchewan. Colby's legacy lives on through the Colby's Kids Learn to Play program and CASA Mental Health for Children and Families. Colby may be gone, but in oil country, he will never be forgotten.
Not wrong.
I think what was so special about Colby is what you saw was exactly who he was. He loved the game so much, but he never lost sight of the bigger picture. He didn't take one day, whether he was up in the NHL or the AHL, he just was so grateful to be living out his dream. He just had such a quiet strength about him. He was kind, he was humble, he was grounded. No matter who you were, he treated you equally. Then he always made time for everyone, especially in the community, and especially kids and fans.
He was one of the most fun guys to be around every day. He came with a smile. Just an extremely caring, humble young man. So he's part of our family here, and we miss him, and we still think about him.
The Colby's Kids program is a perfect reflection of Colby. It's teaching children how to play the game he so deeply loved, while also teaching them about teamwork and character, and that's all what Colby was about. And when those kids put on that jersey, I want them to be proud, to know that they're representing someone who played with passion, humility, and kindness. I want them to understand that being a great hockey player starts with being a great person. Mental health was always really important to me and Colby, and something really special to us. So when we started his memorial fund, I wanted there to be a mental health component and piece to it. And I love what CASA is doing, and I think it's something Colby would be really proud of. They're helping kids and their families who are struggling to find hope. And yeah, mental health will always be a big part of honoring Colby's legacy.
His mindset was always, to be there for people, and I think that exemplifies, those two charities the best, and it's a great thing in his honor.
Maybe he's not with us here, physically, but his legacy and his reach and his spirit lives on, just kind of through the foundation, through Colby's Kids, through Emily and the great work that she does with the foundation. It's fitting that he's still helping, thousands of young hockey players across our city.
He made the world a better place, and even though he's not still physically here, he's still inspiring people, and he's still making the world a better place. And I think he continues to touch so many lives, and he left this world better than he found it, and I think that is the greatest legacy anyone can ever have.
Great story and a great young man. Today's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers Non-Live in support of the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation's Every Kid Deserves a Shot initiative. The current jackpot already at $312,116 and climbing fast. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/.
We're after one period, it's already $300,000.
We leave LA for just a couple more minutes
before we're back for second period play between Edmonton and Los Angeles.
This intermission is brought to you by Oilers 50-50, presented by Rogers, supporting communities and creating winners across Alberta. Win prizes every game day at edmontonoilers.com/5050.
It's the month of Ram, and nothing can stop us. We're light duty, we're heavy duty, we're built for days like this. When it counts, we go. When When it matters most, we show up as the most dependable full-size truck ranked by J.D. Power. And we back it all up with an unsurpassed 10-year, 160,000-kilometer warranty. Get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2026 Ram 1500 and Ram 2500, leaving zero doubt about your next truck.
Some people say at Napa Auto Pro, ever since we've been
Agreed.
servicing hybrid and electric vehicles, our connection with our customers has been even more uplifting.
It's true. Napa Auto Pro. It's true. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so did you click on it?
Sticks in the middle. Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
People will try anything to make their beer cold. Viral hacks. Use outdoor fridges. Freezers too. Oops. That's why the Coors Light Mountains turn blue. Because people don't just like beer. People like cold beer.
Tomorrow.
It's been an honor to be able to go head-to-head against them all these years.
Could this be it? Crosby versus Ovechkin. Sportsnet 360. Come on down and join me on The Price is Right tonight.
Possibly.
Welcome back. Here we are on the Pacific Ocean, and there's a look at the beautiful water, and what a career it's been for Andrei Kopitar. Now, have been, shaking hands, giving him gifts in a variety of ways to celebrate his 20 years in the National Hockey League. He's trying to get himself motivated for period number 2. The Edmonton Oilers are no different. I mean, they are rival teams. They, prior to the game, Louis and Jack handed off a Leon Draisaitl stick. Unfortunately, Leon not here for more reasons than just handing off the stick, but also to be on the ice. For the Edmonton Oilers, a team-signed stick, and I'm glad they did it before the game. From what I've seen in the first period of play, I'm not sure they would have done it after the game between the two teams.
Well, Gene, you've got a point, but I would be surprised if several Oilers, if not all of them, didn't stay on the ice to congratulate Kopitar after tonight's contest, because there is no guarantee that Edmonton and LA will see one another for a 5th consecutive year in the postseason. Both have designs on being in the postseason. The Oilers need any kind of a point today, gained or lost by other teams, to clinch another to the postseason. They're 7th in a row. McDavid sees Henrique's one-timer blocked. No Max Jones for the remainder of the game. So Edmonton's down a forward, moving forward already without Jason Dickinson, who was hurt against San Jose. Zach Hyman and Leon Draisaitl, as Gene mentioned, did not make the trip. Though we could see Hyman specifically in one or both home games next week.
It's very unlikely we see Hyman unless the Oilers need wins.
Here's Colton Dock, drop pass over the line. McDavid flubbed a backhand feed as he tried to get it to Frederick, who was still able to keep possession in Edmonton's favor, only to see it jabbed out by Trevor Moore and now LaFerriere, with McDavid caught out there a little bit. Moore checked off the puck by Murphy. McDavid to Nurse and on to Frederick and out of the zone. Now McDavid will change. Doughty in the meantime sends it off the boards to Anderson. Trevor Moore, who grew up about 20 minutes from Crypto.com. Flipped in by Doughty. 20 minutes might be a little optimistic, considering the traffic.
45 in traffic.
Here's Armia. Shoveled off the boards. Josh Szymanski with Jared Wright powering in there for LA. Still looking for his first National Hockey League goal. University of Denver rookie. Ooh, that was nearly turned over by Downey. Kapanen was sniffing for a potential breakaway the other way. Only goal of this game scored on a breakaway by
Hawkins, you're just following the puck all over, my friend.
Matthew Joseph back to Dumas.
Yes, 2 o'clock start. Afternoon games. 1-0 LA. Shots are 9-9. 17:35 left to go in the second period.
It has been. It's been tough treading, but both teams know each other
Ugh.
well. Each have had their chances in and around the net from shots in the blue line trap. This is a good chance set up by McDavid. Little drop pass to Henrique. Right
We will try.
Block to defend.
Can't guarantee, but we will try.
So opportunities have been tough to come by in the slot for each team, respectively.
Again, 43 meetings since the beginning of the 21-22 campaign. In the regular season, LA has sawed off Edmonton 8-8-2, despite that 8-1 throttling that the Oilers gave them back in late February. But in the playoffs, when it's mattered most, the Oilers have won all 4 series and won 16 of the 24 playoff games, keyed by McDavid's 47 points in those 24 games.
Enjoy your Saturday, folks.
Bench, but now Henrique comes away with it. Roslovic stepped it and then shot high and wide by Lazar. Penalty coming. Henrique drew it against Brant Clark.
Oh, we do know what penalties are. Holy smokes, 3 minutes in, we know what a power play looks like.
Power play for either side. And the Oilers
Fucking
coming
hell.
off a 3-for-3 night in San Jose.
As you mentioned, Clark's going to go to the box for interference. And it's just a nice little exchange here. It's going to be Lazar that has the opportunity. But there's Clark stepping up on Henrique, who's just funneling himself to the net. He gets put down. That's good chance, though. I mean, Lazar just missed it, but that was an awesome opportunity off the rush right down Main Street.
And if the puck's not in Henrique's grasp, I mean, that's a no-doubter. That's an easy call to make right in the middle of the ice. Nugent Hopkins. You don't like it? 23 minutes in. First penalty. LA's penalty kill and power play, both 30th in the league. In many ways, it's amazing the Kings are still in contention, let alone controlling their own destiny. But off the draw, they're able to jam it the length of the ice. Power play brought to you by Play Alberta. Download the all-in-one Play Alberta app today. Oilers get it in. Edmonton did not get it done initially, but help from CC and Byfield force it down the ice.
Excuse me.
Bouchard back to collect with McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, Podkolzin, and Roslovic. Podkolzin, his first power play goal of the season comes the other night against the San Jose Sharks. 18 at even strength. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. McDavid against LaFerriere. No shot. Roslovic gives it back to McDavid. Bouchard up top. Looks for a lane. It's not there. Moore's on him. McDavid. LaFerriere backs off. Anderson challenge. Nugent Hopkins. One-timer Roslovic and a glove save made by Anton Forsberg.
Good luck. Good luck on the one-timer. Roslovic just kind of found his way out.
This team lulls you to sleep.
The passing lane for Nugent Hopkins. Little give and drive by McDavid, opens up the middle, but Nugent-Hopkins goes to the top of the circle, and then he finds Roslovic, who just kind of funnels himself out into the shooting position. Good glove hand save by Forsberg as he got all of that one.
Same five stay on the ice for Edmonton. 39 seconds left on the man advantage. Bouncing puck corralled by Roslovic. Winger draw win. And here's McDavid. Getting around Armia, one-timer in it. This time it's Podkolzin with the look.
Getting looks. Can't say they're not getting those. They are getting their looks.
Outstanding stops from point blank in the slot.
Yeah, and McDavid set up, I believe, all of them. The one by Henrik blocked into the corner. The last two we've seen, it was Nugent-Hopkins into the slot from McDavid, and that one there again. McDavid off the drive down low.
McDavid again driving down low. Wheeling, shooting, save. Forsberg, and he'll freeze.
Why?
Because you fall asleep during every single afternoon game.
No, I don't.
Stopped by Forsberg.
No, I don't.
Yeah, good positional saves. Here it is. When he gets the puck with speed from high attacking down low, you have to respect it. So he takes both Kings on that side with him, which allows that spot to open up. Then he finds in Podkolzin. Here's another one. He just creates so much of a distraction once he has that puck and he starts to navigate through sticks. All hands on deck to try and slow him down, and usually he's finding that open man.
Forsberg has given LA another quality start today. 3 shots for Edmonton on the power play. Forsberg stops them all. He stopped all 13. Shutout Calgary in what turned out to be Jim Hiller's last game as head coach. A win over
They're getting
Calgary
something, Kimo.
back in late February.
They're getting something.
That was his last bagel as an NHL goaltender. Taking over the #1 job. One-timer whistled, and that one speared by Connor Ingram at the expense of Adrian Kempe.
Kind of flashed the glove on that one, didn't he? You know, that was a little further away from the body, and Kempe on a roll right now. He's got 2 goals in 3 of the last 5 games. I mean, he's on a tear. And he ripped this one, and it was almost like, yep, made it look easy with the glove. Good hand-eye.
Leads the team with 34 after having 35.
12 to 10 shots.
Career high 41.
1-0 LA.
2023. Darnell Nurse off the draw, clearing off the.
So the other team just can't figure out.
Up by Clark, and now Edmondson will take his time.
Can't figure out the matinee game.
Los Angeles. Clark shoots it in. Edmonton's first power play goes by the boards without conversion. And so it remains 1-0 in favor of the Kings. Panarin on a breakaway back in the first. Kopitar off the
It's just
Clark.
crazy how one goal.
Clark a second time from Edmonton. Kempe knocks it in. Ingram with a puck at his feet sends a screen, allowing Murphy to clear up the boards. And Scott Lawton will take a skate. He's come alive in LA with 5 goals as a member of the Kings. And this is offside against LA. Did not properly tag up.
That's not going to happen, Nick.
6 1/4 gone by in the second period. There he is. Will Ferrell taking in the action today.
And Steve Carell was right.
Closed captioning. Brought to you in part by Boston Pizza, a proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. The venue at River Cree, your home for the hottest in live entertainment. Morgan J, the Goofy Guy Tour. Second.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Jari and Ingram are not on that list, which is crazy. So maybe our goaltending isn't as bad as I think it could be. It's okay. We've just got to get 1 goal. Once you get 1, you can get 2. But like I said, dictated pace of play to start the game, and that is realistically all teams have to do is they have to dictate that first period the way they want the game to go, and it just falls into place after that. Especially if you get that lead. You get that lead and you're able to dictate place to play.
Los Angeles, and in his haste to depart, he forgot, it is the 1987 Stanley Cup ring that he won with the Edmonton Oilers. Jeff Lang received a call from a staff member of the LA Kings saying, I think we got Paul's Stanley Cup ring. In fact, they had it, they delivered it yesterday, Louis and Jack. They thought about sending it, but they figured we better wait because we know the Oilers are coming back later in the regular season.
Well, and what do? I mean, do you stick that in a manila envelope? I don't even know how to mail something like
the
that.
last ones you actually could wear.
Garrison Emerson, a shot
but
that was
when you got a handful of them, I guess, you know what? You forget them every once in a while.
Szymanski a shot. He was pelted. And now Lawton is going to have to deal with Wallman, who comes right over. Wallman thought that hit on Szymanski was late. And now Colton Dach getting in the mix and grabbing Lawton a bit. Wallman was the first to arrive in defense of Szymanski, who got blasted by Scott Lawton.
You mentioned Lawton coming on board here with the Kings, and with the departure of Deneau, they were looking for that third-line centerman similar to Edmonton with Dickinson, and he's come in and provided that. He's a physical guy.
That's a board. Like, come on.
Szymanski, no question about it. He's going to play that physical game. He plays a.
That is a board and a late hit.
In the motion of putting that puck in deep. Probably looked a lot worse than it was. Szymanski was right back up again, but Lawton's going to give the Kings that. And
okay.
Good to see all hands on deck afterward and some conversations all the way to the respective benches.
Face-off coming right of Forsberg. Originally a late-round pick of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and really didn't earn full-time work in the NHL until coming out of COVID when he landed with the Senators.
Yeah, you dumbass. You can't push the other player's skate.
With knee injuries.
Get fucked.
And has just slowly emerged down the stretch as the more reliable option for DJ Smith.
Pushes the player's skate to knock him off balance off the face-off.
Who were in dire straits as recently as a week and a half ago. DJ was telling us, Louis, it's a 7-day league right now. Things can change in a week. Unbelievable. Thought it was a great line.
Offside Edmonton.
One because now LA controls its own destiny.
LA doesn't control its own destiny. Like, good God. They've won 19 games in regulation all year. There's no way they should be in this position at all.
Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers.
Man, the NHL really does need to change the way that they have playoffs. Oh, they are, Lee. They're hitting more than they're getting hit.
And it will probably go right down to the wire next week to the end of the season. And it seemed to be shaping that way all season long, and it stayed that way, and rightfully so.
Mentioned that 87 Stanley Cup championship ring that was recovered for Paul Coffey. That was
You gotta believe that Gary and his cronies at head office are looking at things, right?
Last three, it doesn't matter what anyone else does. Ingram off the plexi climbs up. When we say LA controls its own destiny, if the Kings win 3 of their last 4, it doesn't matter what anyone else does. They're going to be in the postseason.
And they know it. And DJ Smith this morning, listen, they were fired up. That last matchup between these two teams, an 8-1 win here in February, they weren't too happy about it. He brought it up a couple of times, and he said this team knows that. They should be ready. I believe they will be ready to play this game, and up 1-0 on a Panarin goal. It's been a defensive game, though. There's been a lot of respect between both teams. Not a lot of shooting up the ice, looking for chances. Both teams really buckling down.
Clark a shot, that wide of Ingram. Rebound thrown into a high traffic area. To gather, find Kempe, and he healed a one-timer wide. That was a good look on a cross-seam feed. Kopitar to Clark across to Edmondson, and now Panarin gives it to Edmondson. His shot was blocked.
No, Gary doesn't want any Canadian team to win while he's in charge.
Just 20 wins in regulation, second fewest in the league behind Vancouver.
When you got that little regulation wins, I honestly think we got to go to a 3-2-0. Forget the losses in overtime. You don't get a point for losing. You don't get a point for losing in overtime. I'm sorry. Why should you get a point? Because you sucked? Because you didn't have what it takes to win the game? You didn't win?
Whenever an opening seems to have presented itself. Doughty fires a stretch that's tipped in. Off the boards, Ingram. Presence of mind to shoot that up the center. McDavid takes it in, lost the handle, clear. Nikita Kucherov has already played, and though Tampa won the game 2-1, Kucherov did not figure in the scoring, so he's 5 points behind McDavid's 133 as we speak.
McDavid and the Oilers, should just say the Oilers are going to win this game 3-1. It's going to be a 3-1 victory. We're going to be clinching the playoffs, clinching first home ice advantage for the first 2 rounds at least.
Tracked down by Doughty at the right-hand side. Scampering after it will be Hellenius, beaten easily by Wallman. Scoots it up toward Emerson, tipped by Frederick. Hellenius stays with it. Wallman, this time successfully out-turns it toward Colton Dock, who's able to scoop it up. Dock scored a big third-period goal Tuesday in Utah. Finally, Dumoulin able to break away from traffic. Puts the brakes on. Szymanski forces a give to Ceci. Rifled up the right-hand side. Taylor Ward. Denied by Wallman, so Ceci will snap it in. Emerson to Wallman. Cut off by Clark. Fed it along. Shoveled down low by Joseph. Here's Jared Wright. Trying to center. That was deflected away by Frederick.
Always got to take advantage of the young fourth line king team.
Scored 17 goals in the American League in his first full professional season. Henrique threw it around the boards. Roslovic fires, save made. Forsberg from a sharp angle. Another snap shot was blocked. Here's Henrique. Dishing. One-timer Murphy. That was blocked. Big ricochet. Collision between Panarin and Murphy. Away with it is Lawton. Looks, shoots, and that was deflected. Wright and Armia after it for LA. Armia won a battle in front. Snaps one wide. Doughty with the puck. No lane. Lets one fly. Blocked by Murphy. Tell you what, Armia's had some jump today. Doughty tried to jam it into Anderson.
Let's go. Skate and go.
Too much on it. And Nurse will golf it out of the zone. Anderson to Panarin, tipped. Panarin eventually up the gut. Oh, Kopitar. Neutral zone turnover. Nugent Hopkins looking to pounce. Thrust into the corner by Forsberg. Smacked out of Kempe. Panarin. Up the middle, Kopitar. Kempe. Shot blocked. Louis, case where Kempe maybe dusted one off there. Panarin off a turnover. He one-times that puck, maybe a different outcome. McDavid jitterbugging his way in, dropping for Ekholm a drive, and that's elevated out of play by Kopitar. 8.5 to go in the second period, and it's still
it's the non-excitement that's going on in this game that's lulling. It's just
living room. Darnell Nurse absorbs the.
It's the way LA plays, though. Boring hockey.
Credits, sending help right away.
Approved. Alpine credits, where homeowners get approved.
For 32 dark years, Canadian hockey teams have come up short in the playoffs. So this year, Boston Pizza is waking up the hockey gods. Hungry for a playoff win? Hungry for BP.
We got this. United, step it up. Keep on grinding. We trying. Keep shining. Living in a world where.
It's kind of scary that the commercials have more upbeat than this hockey game does. Whew. Well, Oilers got a period and a half to figure out how to score one, let alone two. Score one, get the second one, get the empty netter, get out of LA with 2 points, and we're good to go. Come to home, play Colorado in a meaningless game, arrest everybody. Or what do? Do you play this game out? If you win, you win. If you lose, oh well, play hard against Colorado, win that game, and rest on Thursday against Vancouver? Me personally, I wouldn't mind if they didn't rest anybody on Monday, because obviously I'm going to the game. So if I'm going to the game, please don't rest nobody. Rest them all on Thursday.
Their shots in 33 hits combined. Some scrums as well. A couple big hits. We just saw that one. Lawton, Szymanski. 17 for Edmonton, 16 for the Kings. Not through 2 periods. So both teams again reintroducing them to one another.
Edmonton has outshot LA 5-2 thus far in the second period. Chopped away from Bouchard and Savoy.
High event.
No.
But
that's so
you kind
offside.
of expected it, right? And now with Los Angeles having the 1-0 lead, they're pretty content. They're a team that doesn't mind sitting back, just waiting, clogging up the neutral zone, making it difficult for Edmonton to get through. We've seen this year after year after year with these two teams going at it. For Chris Knobloch's team, it's the old chip and charge. It's start getting into the cycle, start finishing the body on the defenseman.
Yeah, exactly, Cheryl. Just win this game.
Shots that have gotten through that have resulted in pretty juicy rebounds that have gone right through Oilers. Be ready for that because the opportunities aren't going to be many.
Quite frankly, it's never worked for LA, not in the postseason. They've scratched out a few low-scoring games in the regular season, but it's never worked in the playoffs. And at times,
against Edmonton,
right,
pretty hard to sit back on them.
Right, and at times, you and I have been mystified by them continuing to go to that approach.
Yeah, I've always believed they're better when they're pushing. But, you know, it's just human nature. When you have a lead, you want to try and be defensive. You want to be smart. But at the same time, if you sit back too much against Edmonton, we've seen it 4 years in a row. They'll make you pay. Simple as that.
Elenius and Cece trying to dig it out. And after a while, it becomes part of your identity. And it's tough to shake off those habits and become an attacking team when you've been coached a different way for so many years. McDavid from center, locates Bouchard, puts the brakes on. Bouchard finding McDavid to the net. A snap shot was blocked by Doughty. Broken play on the ice. McDavid rifles one to Colson, who shoots high and wide. But Colson,
that's a penalty. You can't shoot the stick towards the puck.
This is a better shot.
Like I said, it's not a fucking rulebook anymore. It's a guideline. Goalie shoves the broken stick towards the play. What a joke.
Doughty and McDavid were going at it even though neither had the puck. Years ago, this would have been whistled down about 20 seconds ago. About a half minute has elapsed with that puck in the corner finally shaken free and tossed out.
Oh, it'll be a nice game. It'll be an awesome game to go to.
Bouchard on to Ekholm.
Get the fuck out of the way, you.
He's really fast. He just got his body into a position that forced Moore to have to go around him.
McDavid, that pass exited the zone, and Connor Murphy knows it. It's offside, whistled against Edmonton.
From generation to generation. Country Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years.
50
Today's
years.
Oilers 50-50, presented by Rogers, now live in support of the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation's Every Kid Deserves a Shot initiative. The jackpot already $334,948 in climbing fans. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com.
5-3 Washington right now over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Roslovic able to win the face-off. Nurse will pound it back in. Edmondson hoists one all the way back toward the Edmonton line. Nurse cut off Kempe. Up was Clark. Play ruled onside. Center pass tipped. And Ingram fully extended with the left
How was that ruled onside?
Able to keep it just 1-0. That core strength able to extend that far. And
Well, his groin looks good.
your position. Nurse shot deflected away.
Guy holds on to Roslovic like he's a defensive tackle.
Pressure from Kopitar.
Grabs the inside of the jersey and everything.
Got back.
Hey, if the refs don't see it. It's okay.
Tried to center and got absolutely wallpapered by Murphy. Roslovic tucks it inside the LA line. Here's Armia. Turned it over. Armia, that was supposed to be just a dump in, and he came off the heel of his stick. Now Jared Wright had a pass from Lawton go off his skate. Taking advantage of Lazar to get it in deep. Dumoulin rifles one rink wide. Armia trying to play it off the hop. Almost got through Woolman.
Armia runs into Ingram.
Woolman.
That's allowed though, right, ref? That's allowed. Go through the goalie. Might as well. He's standing in the crease. He's just standing there in the blue paint playing goalie.
Los Angeles hasn't had one in almost 3 games.
Colton Dock charging in, shooting, and a save made. Rebound, Forsberg covers. And maybe that's a blessing considering the Kings are also in the league on the power play. Connor Ingram keeping it a 1-0 game. Kopitar in his final regular season home game.
That's a new one on me, guys. That is a new one on me.
Nets, Raptors, Sunday.
Apparently, when the goalie's sitting in the crease, you're allowed to just run through him.
With Lotto 649.
Who knew? Even the basic of guidelines don't get followed most games anymore. Absolutely. I love to see what Connor Ingram was doing today. I wasn't so sure we'd see him again, but because of the rules of the NHL, you couldn't call up Picard during the regular season. It is what it is. The Oilers are stuck with Jari until playoffs at least. Then you can send his ass away. So here's the situation. If the Oilers put Jari on waivers, no team could claim him. Which is another production confusion all in itself. He can't go to the AHL because he wasn't an AHL player as of March 9th. Because he didn't spend any time in the AHL this year, you can't put him on waivers. He can't be claimed. You can't send him down. So during the regular season, you couldn't do anything with Jari except for sit him in the press box, which becomes another problem. You can't afford to have him in the press box and call up Picard because you'll cap.
7 minutes in, Artemi Panarin
It's
on a breakaway, his 28th.
It's a tough situation the Oilers find themselves in this Jari saga that is juicy at the worst of times.
McDavid thundered into by LaFerriere.
But come playoff time, I think Picard should be called up and Ingram should just be put, told to sit at home on his couch. Thanks, but no thanks. Enjoy the couch. 4 minutes left to go in the second period. 15-13 shots for LA. 1-0 LA.
Call whistled against the visitors.
Yeah, so a little extra ice time with Jones out of the lineup, and for Chris Knobloch, the ability to kind of shuffle around, find some different players.
Jones is hurt, won't be returning.
McDavid getting a secondary shift here.
And he should.
Yeah.
Coming off his 14th 5-point game. I told you that time Curry for second. Wayne Gretzky holds the first spot. He had 5-point games as an Oiler. 79. I mean, McDavid's got 14. That's impressive. Gretzky 79.
You can't even fathom it, right? You look at it, you hear it, and you go, what? Really? But yeah.
I usually accuse you of making it up. I think you're joking with it.
He still leads in assists alone. Put that in perspective.
Here's McDavid against Kopitar. McDavid 47 goals behind only 50 goalmen Caulfield and McKinnon. Kempe lost the handle. Here's Bouchard to Doc. McDavid swooping in, a backhander sifted wide. That was dangerous. Kempe off to center and Panarin. Kempe and Kopitar have been a little loose with the puck at times in the neutral zone. We'll see whether that comes back to bite LA at some point. Doughty will funnel it back in.
He touched that. That's offside. That's an intentional offside.
For Edmonton.
That's
with Frederick filling the lane, shooting and a save made. Right on cue, Louis. They create a scoring chance, and Doc finishes his check on Moore, but Forsberg again equal the task.
Well, I can tell you as a fourth-line player, when I played and then all of a sudden, say, if Jeremy Roenick was on the line with me, you got a little extra jump in your stride and you want to go out there and make something happen. Two good chances created. Line of Doc, Frederick, and McDavid.
LaFerriere sends it in. You had a nice little run with JR at one time in the Valley of the Sun.
Pretty easy guy to play with.
But Colson, lead pass at center. Reaching for it, Savoy. Flicked back to put Colson by Nugent Hopkins. Wheels his way around Armia. And then sends it into the corner. Clark outreached for the puck, and that forces Forsberg to fall on it. But he's played very well today for LA.
We've got a lot of them.
Snack to win.
Got a lot of celebrities that could come to Edmonton. Brett Kissel. Nathan Fillion.
One both driving to the net, just missed wide on the backhand by McDavid. This one here, though, Doc, he's really
OFR.
But he's not afraid to let the shot go, and you like that. He hits a lot. He's
super fan Magoo.
Finish on the forecheck right afterwards, but that's confidence for a young player. When you get the puck on your stick and you want to shoot it, good things happen. He's got a hard shot.
I think Doc and Frederick have found something together on this trip.
Physicality, right? You know, you get in the forecheck, you bang some bodies, you turn pucks over, and you spend time in the offensive zone. I agree.
They've worked well off one another.
The crash line.
Here's Roslovic in tight. Lazar and Henry buzzing as well. Puck exited by Jared Wright. And he'll send
Gretzky, yep.
Tracked by Wallman.
Nick. I mean, he should. He should.
He
We have Gord Bamford, though. They can have George Cannon. We have Gord Bamford.
Inside Lazar, wrestled free for a moment, knocked down. Here's McDavid to his left, and he fanned on the shot. Cleared off the glass, but not out. Ekholm knocked it down, returns it back down low to McDavid, who let it go through. Now you've got Savoy.
1 minute left to go in the second period.
Back to McDavid. Trying to work his way through Mikey Anderson, who stayed with him and put it down the ice. Down to 90 seconds to play in the second period. Still 1-0 game. Anderson stripped by McDavid. Bulldozes his way to Savoy, trying to force it inside. Kapanen kept it alive for Ekholm. Here's Savoy to the net. Poke check Forsberg.
Doughty just completely holding on for dear life.
But Trevor Moore's going to bail him out. Wheeling his way up through center, shooting on net. Blocker to the corner by Ingram. Finishing check by LaFerriere. Lead pass eludes McDavid. Clark to the middle. Moore wrist shot.
What a save by Ingram! Oh.
To deny. Quentin Byfield marked that one down. Fabulous.
He just took away a goal.
Clark
100%.
Kopitar shot deflected wide of Ingram. Here's Panarin. Head and shoulder fake, takes it down low. 25 seconds. Kempe dishes. One-timer, another glove save. This one on Edmondson. Ingram with a blocker on Byfield. And the glove.
Not wrong, Nick. Not wrong. That's why I'm not worried. Like it's gonna be a bounce off somebody in the back of the net. Oilers are winning this game 3-1.
This game for the Edmonton Oilers. I think it's it's safe to say he's feeling. He's had 3 unbelievable saves in the period. Here's the last 2. Perfect blocker save, taking a goal away from Quinton Byfield. I mean, that is just outstanding to get up there with the reach. Look at him looking around to find this pass, and then the reaction with the glove. He's had a couple nice ones flashing the leather. I'd say the other one was the friendly fire off the stick of Nurse, rebound Kopitar. He had to extend to make both of those saves, keeping his team in it.
15 seconds. Nugent Hopkins, tough catch, drop pass. Nurse, a shot. Tipped out a play by Clark. Dozen seconds to go, and Chris Knobloch does not hesitate. Gets McDavid out for one last offensive zone face-off here. See if he can get this game tied. Kings this year when leading after 2.
But did you also see McDavid getting held by more? Like, it's stuff like that that irritates the piss out of me. We want to get rid of obstruction interference. We want our players to skate freely up the ice. Then call the fucking penalty.
Walman, Bouchard, down low, poked by Lawton. Doughty thought his stick was held. McDavid forced off by Lawton, then flipped it. He was trying to go off the shoulder.
Doughty whining about a stick being held. The guy that holds on for dear life every fucking second of every fucking day of his life. Good God. Pot kettle, my friend. Anyways, enjoy the second period. I'll be back.
just to be right. Damn, I don't react even when I win. I don't move fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and stay low. I feel what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I say once, I speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. Don't gaps, I don't guess. When the press, I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I don't play tough, I stay calm. I don't fake heat, I stay on. I don't overthink it, I read the room, then I step. I don't get lost in the hype. I don't move on just to be right. I don't chase wins, I stack them. I don't react even when I win. I say I don't move fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and stay low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I'm chased, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I say once, I don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't play, I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't leave gaps, I don't guess when the pressure hits. I don't play tough, I stay calm. I don't fake heat, I stay on. I don't overthink what's ahead. I read the room, then I step. I don't get lost, and I move on just to be right. I don't chase wins, I stack them. I don't react even when I win. I say once, I don't move fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it. It stays up and stay low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. Less I design, say once, I don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't leave gaps, I don't guess when the pressure hits. I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I don't play tough, I stay calm. I don't fake, stay on. I don't overthink what's ahead. I read the room, then I step. I don't get lost in the hype. I don't move on just to be right. I don't chase wins, act them. Don't react even when I win. I say once, I don't move fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and stays low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I say once, don't splash. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't leave, I don't guess when the pressure hits. I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I don't play tough, I stay calm. I don't fake heat, I stay on. I don't overthink what's ahead. I read the room, then I step. I don't get lost in the hype. I don't move on just to be right. I don't chase wins, I stack them. I don't react even when I win. I say once, I don't fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and stay low. I don't reveal time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and still I reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by I say once, don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll dice. I don't rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't stay. I don't leave gaps. I don't guess when the pressure hits. I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I don't play tough, I stay calm. I don't fake heat, I stay on. Things ahead, I read, then I step. I don't get lost in the hype. I don't move wrong just to be right. I don't chase wins, I stack them. I don't react even when I win. I don't move fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and stay low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I say once, I don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays, I let it. I don't moves, commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't leave gaps, I don't guess when the pressure hits. I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I'm tough, I stay calm. I don't fake heat, I stay on. I don't overthink what's ahead. I read the room, then I step. I don't get lost in the hype. I don't move on just right. I don't chase wins, act them. I don't react even when I win. I say once. I don't move fast, I move on time. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and still. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats, I collect. Stand right here, I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I say once, I twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays, I let it sit. I don't force moves, I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots, I stay direct. I don't give gaps, I don't guess when the pressure hits. I'm at my best. I'm at my best. I don't play tough, I stay calm. I don't fake heat, I stay on. I don't overthink what's ahead. I read the room, I step. I don't get lost in the hype. I don't move wrong just to be right. I don't chase wins, I stack them. I don't react even when I win. I say once. Pressure don't push me, I let it decide. It stays up and stay low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off, I don't flex, I don't chase threats.
But as that second period wore on, just a great block.
Enjoy that third period, my friend. Oh, it's gonna be, man. I don't know what it is, but these LA games are snore fests. I hope Hyman plays on Monday. I really do have hope Hyman will play on Monday. Wouldn't it be cool? See Hyman on Monday, Draisaitl dressed on Monday. I know it's not going to happen. That's a pipe dream, but wait, The Maple Leafs don't have a first-round pick? And the only way that they get their first-round pick back is how? Seattle. Seattle keeps winning. Wow. Talk about a crazy situation. One after one, St. Louis, Chicago. 1-0 Nashville versus Minnesota after one. 2-0 Carolina over Utah after one. 1-1 after one. Devils, Wings. 0-0 after one. Dallas Rangers. Game still yet to be underway. Flyers, Jets, Flames, Kraken, Blue Jackets, Canadians, Panthers, Maple Leafs, Golden Knights, Avalanche, Canucks, Sharks. The Canucks Sharks game is your late game on the triple header. Although they're not calling it a triple header, I don't know why. It's almost like the CBC doesn't even care about the matinee game at 2 o'clock. That's the most important game of the day. And then tomorrow, for your viewing pleasure, Pittsburgh Capitals, Boston Blue Jackets, Canadians, Islanders, Senators, Devils, Canucks, Ducks, Mammoth, Flames.
A lot on the line for both of these teams when it comes to playoff implications. Today's Oilers 50-50, presented by Rogers, now live in support of the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation's Every Kid Deserves a Shot initiative. The current jackpot already $344,314 and climbing fast. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/50. 50. All right, it's been a hot ticket to be on After Hours with Scotto. 52 years in the business. After Hours first began in 1995, and here we are. 31. That might be his best ever interview, and he's had a lot of great ones. And how appropriate that Ryan Reeves will be there. The mayor of Winnipeg saying goodbye, at least to After Hours, who certainly put him to work, Louie and Jack, in the playoffs. And Louie, you've sat beside Scott for many years. Yeah. What a night it'll be as he says goodbye to After Hours.
Incredible career and true professional. Scott Oak has been great. And watching how he does his job, and I'm sure they're going to have some fun tonight on that After Hours in San Jose. But congratulations, Okie, on an amazing career.
All class, all the time. And what's really struck me about Scott Oak, I remember coming into the league 15, 16 years ago, how kind he was, considering his preeminence in the game at that time. Never big wheels, he just always class, earnest, and made time to talk to me when I didn't know what I was getting into. So, fantastic career. Kind of guy where if you have 1/5 of his career, you feel fortunate. 1-0 hockey game. Interesting, Edmonton plays the highest scoring games in the league. You can pretty much bank on 7 goals a night when the Oilers play. They're #1 in combined goals per game. Goals for and goals against. But this one, 1-0 slugfest, and a hand pass whistle to the neutral zone. We'll have a face-off outside.
1-0 snorefest, did you say?
Blocks club with a point would clinch a spot. And again, there's lots of other results today that could cement in Edmonton ticket to the postseason for the 7th consecutive year. Face-off win for Kopitar. Rifled in by Clark, who got thrown over the boards by Colton Dock. And physical again. Frederick the other night was 7 hits against San Jose. He and Dock have been physical, but thus far the Oilers have failed to put a puck past Anton Forsberg. Ingram, 2 brilliant saves late in the second period to keep Edmonton within 1. And we're going to see a lot.
Too many men on the ice
here in the third.
Sitting there beaking off the ice and not getting a line change. 9 guys jumped over the boards.
Quentin Byfield taken off his feet by Ekholm. He was absolutely stoned.
What a
by
joke.
Ingram. Anderson.
I'll take the under on that one tonight, bud.
That's cut off by Bouchard. He's able to slip one through LaFerriere. Savoy on to Kapanen. McDavid will join the rush. Savoy around the boards. Kapanen had it off the toe of his stick, kept it alive, gave it back. Lateral maneuver, ill-advised by Moore. Shot Savoy elevated up over top. Glanced off the plexi. Those are the kind of plays the Kings can ill afford to make. McDavid to Bouchard. Kapanen. And whenever LA has given away, Louis, it's come on exactly that kind of play when they've tried to go sideways with the puck.
Turnover, can't get out of their zone right now.
Poke check by Savoy, finally north and south from Moore, who started that with that ill-advised pass.
Icing against the Oilers.
Left. This is icing against Edmonton. 2 minutes gone by in the third, and we've had a host of icings today. Here's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, good step down the Ekholm just to not allow a clean pass, and for Savoy, tries to elevate this one up over top of the glove. I'm not sure what Forsberg was doing, shaking his head. No, not today. Or just maybe getting his helmet on right, but a good chance created again with the pressure in the offensive zone.
In at 10 for McDavid on the
I definitely could, man.
Kopitar's stick shattered. McDavid, though, nowhere to go. He's a little frustrated. I think he was hoping for a quick pass up. Instead, Edmonton completes a line change, and Nugent Hopkins will shoot it in. Clark could not get it through. Kempe. Clark across to Panarin. Rifles a pass. Kopitar's in and could not pull it to his backhand. Excellent defensive work from Woolman.
Kempe with cross-check his way with it.
Podkolzin was able to break that one up. Roslovic shot tipped aside.
It's insane.
Kopitar had that drag move to the backhand, but Woolman erased it.
So good at it, too.
It's crazy the stick work that these players are allowed to get away with.
Quick up, nearly overrunning the play. Lott was able to regain and then pitchfork it in from center. Big bounce for Nurse. Cut off. Lott hammered around the boards. No one home. Los Angeles. Dumoulin across to Ceci. Backhanded in by Lott. Nurse up the left-hand side. Utah's already clinched. Nashville leading at last report, trying to put the pressure on LA. Nurse to Frederick. Jared Wright will chip in charge as LA makes another change. Calgary, Seattle, Vancouver ahead for Los Angeles. So, at least on paper, this was the game that if you could somehow get it, would be absolutely vital towards securing a playoff spot. Anderson will shoot it in. DJ Smith was thinking about that, but he was also thinking about 8-1 when these two teams met 6 weeks ago. McDavid back on the ice. Little interference for Moore. Put him on the deck.
Interference. More decks. McDavid nowhere near the puck. No call. We don't see that. You're allowed to get away with that, I guess. Like I said, fuck this game, guys. I'm sorry. I can't get into it. Like, the refs have already dictated who they want to win this game. Trevor Moore. McDavid's nowhere near the puck. Moore knows his job. Just run him over. Run through him. Cross check in front of the net. No call.
Kapanen gives it right back to him. McDavid.
More cross checks in front of the net. No call. Number 11 just watching the play. I'm getting paid to stand here and watch, guys.
Trying to give it up. The official got in the way. Kelly Sutherland.
Now he gets tripped. Wow.
A really good cycle.
Cool.
Mike Anderson ambles his
I don't.
through the neutral zone.
It boggles my mind how the Oilers were able to beat LA in the playoffs with this shit reffing that they get.
As he drilled Joseph, who came back and popped Frederick. But there's been a few borderline on both sides. They've been mostly letting them play. Only power play in this belongs to Edmonton.
Refs, you suck. What do you mean, refs, you suck? You've been able to get away with everything this game. Fuck off, you LA fans. The building's half empty.
Frederick put it in deep. CC came over. Doc caught a piece of him. Then Dumoulin got himself in trouble. Didn't move it quickly enough, and Edmonton back in on the forecheck. Nugent Hopkins came over, pried loose, short side. Couple of stuff plays. Kept out by Forsberg. Still available. And Forsberg finally has it. That just was squirting around in the blue paint, and Forsberg unable to put it to rest.
Bucking on that one. This is Nugent Hopkins out there with Doc and Frederick, so another little mix-up.
I don't know what you see. Like, McDavid, the puck is nowhere near him. He gets clobbered at the blue line. Oh, I see nothing.
He's so dangerous at going forward.
I don't know. I see nothing.
And I think that's exactly what he was trying to do. But a great backtrack by Wallman, and maybe his last game ever at home, potentially. Certainly the last regular season game gets denied by Wallman on the breakaway. This puck is just up for grabs. And the whistle finally comes as Forsberg says enough of this. With 2 or 3 good chops.
Let's get another goal here, boys. Let's get one.
Roslovic between Savoy and McDavid. Off the face-off. David getting no zone start here. King's able to jam it past Bouchard. And streaking over to make a play on it will be Matthias Ekholm. Oilers have lost a couple of 1-0 games this year. Here's a steal by Trevor Moore. Walking in, no shot. Now lets one fly.
Trevor Moore, I'm allowed to interfere with McDavid. He's the best player on the ice. I'm allowed to interfere with him now.
More rough stuff as LaFerriere drawing the ire of the Oilers. 1-0 hockey game. Oilers trying to gut this one out on Sportsnet.
All I'm saying, can you imagine? Can you imagine if they called it?
Ford, it's a big. It's a.
Like, can you imagine if they actually called half the penalties they saw that they should? McDavid gets against him. The hooks, the slashes, the holds, the interferences,
It's simple.
the trips. Just call half of them.
But somewhere along the line, the world got bigger.
Horse Cave, Kentucky.
The idea of sharing got lost, but not at service.
It's a little knee-jerk town
To
there.
reach your goals, we share our profits in cash, just for banking with us. From mortgages, investments, daily banking, and more, our profits circle back to you. Bank more, get more money back. Full Circle Banking, only at Service Credit Union.
Small ho-dunk pound.
Some people say our privileged access to parts gets the most important vehicles in our community on the road faster.
Napa Auto Pro.
It's true!
Leon's Canada-wide Super Sales now. Save up to 50% on select furniture and clearance mattresses. Save the tax on select major appliance packages. Plus, shop our Super Sleep Sale. Leon's. Now that's comfortable.
This period, brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Today's hit of the game brought to you by James H. Brown, Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
24 hits for the Edmonton Oilers in this game. Jack, they've been physical. Frederick and Doc combined for 11. 5 for Frederick, 6 for Doc. This is a big one on Drew Doughty. Is he aggressive on the forecheck, shoulder to chest? That's how you get in on the defenseman.
Off the draw, you've got Roslovic streaking in, rifles a wrist shot, and Forsberg Didn't catch that one cleanly, but he was able to freeze it. Faceoff will come to his left.
Yeah, good punch through here by Roslovic. Nice job to jump right on that loose puck and then navigate through. Pretty sharp angle shot, but gets one away. Edmonton gives him a little extra afterwards. Probably mad that he had to try and track that guy down.
He's another guy who's gotten a few extra shifts. Here he gets one with Lazar and Henrique as a result of the injuries. Dickinson before the game, Jones during the game. Now Darnell Nurse on his backhand curled it in front. No one able to get a piece of that one. Nurse shoved off the puck.
Cross check, cross check. How many cross checks is Kempe allowed to give? How many cross checks? How many cross checks, Kempe?
Wow, he gave himself about a foot margin for error. And Lazar circling. Slot, Lazar couldn't get it to him. Clark came over to bump it off his stick. Nurse a shot on net. That shot just wide.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I bet.
Kings ultimately able to slash it back to center.
12.5 left to go in the third period. Oilers still down 1-0. Shots are 2017 for Edmonton.
This game, Artemi Panarin a breakaway, 7.5 in. Szymanski charging in on the forecheck. Dumoulin to Scott Lawton, breakout pass on target. CC will snap it in deep. Emerson swings it around to Jake Bowman. Pressure on Frederick. Puck slides to Ingram. Carefully gathered.
Oh, there's an elbow to cross check number 2 and 3.
Woolman will just hoist this one all the way toward the LA blue line. Settled by Dumoulin.
Move the puck, Bouchard.
Bouchard up the left-hand side and jabbed out of there by Jared Wright.
Well, Edmonton continuing to push. They have had some success again getting pucks through that traffic, and Frederick tries to bat that one out of the air as it pops up. Just kind of get yourself lost, get to the net, little chop at it once, almost catches it a second time.
That's going to be the last time we have to worry about it.
Strong and pushing that one to the outside.
Somehow Kelly finds himself in important games.
Face off coming at center. LA Kings right now hold the last spot. Nashville at last report leading Minnesota. The Wild know they're getting the Stars in the first round. It's now a 2-0 game.
2-0 Nashville. Let's go.
So if LA were to stumble and lose this one in regulation, then Nashville would jump into that last spot. LA would still have a game in hand, but they'd have to win all three. Here's McDavid to his left. Knocked off his stick. Armia. Happening. Stymied by
McDavid
Ekholm.
gets hooked the entire fucking time. Man.
Evan Bouchard. Up the middle. Nugent Hopkins. He'll whip it around the boards. McDavid in front. Kapanen one touch in front. And a save made by Forsberg. McDavid won a battle in the corner, and all of a sudden Kapanen. A point-blank look. Moore a little bit too far for LaFerriere. Bouchard to Ekholm.
Let's
that
go.
Was a sneaky good look for
Turnenberg.
Kapanen.
McDavid's created a lot of looks in this game tonight.
One-timer wide, but Colson clattered off the corner boards all the way back into the Edmonton zone.
Go Nashville indeed.
Well, he's had a heck of a road trip. Connor McDavid has been at his best. And he knows Leon Draisaitl and Zach Hyman didn't make the trip. He knew that he'd be called upon, and he's answered the bell in a big way, and that should surprise no one. And if you don't have him right there in your Hart Trophy consideration, then
McDavid's not going to get the Hart Trophy. He's not going to get the MVP.
Dumoulin up the right-hand side.
Sorry, he's not going to get the MVP. They're going to give it to Kucherov or McKinnon.
Dishes off Kopitar. Back. Clark waits. Stumbles. Shaken up is Roslovic. Meanwhile, another steal. And the Kings don't get a shot. And now you've got Frederick hitting for the net. Tried to center, and that was behind Nurse. Neither team able to convert what looked like a scoring chance. Kempe misses Kopitar. Panarin Up top, Clark to Kopitar. Knocked off his stick. Clark is there with support. Trying to feather it inside. Getting worked over. Murphy, physical. Here's Taylor Ward behind the Edmonton net. And Nurse able to relieve him of puck possession. Still sitting in the blue line. Tucked back in.
Sloppy play by the Oilers. So you guys are wondering why we're playing a 2 o'clock game on the West Coast? Because there's a basketball game tonight that's more important.
Hellenius finishes his check. McDavid with Doc in over the line. Colton Doc fires, and that missed. And because he misses the net, it clatters off the glass all the way back.
9 minutes left to go in the third period. Still 1-0 LA.
He's got McDavid with him. Pried loose by Mikey Anderson. Trevor Moore. Out front for the puck by Kapanen. Got back into the battle, but now it's Bouchard. McDavid will settle it down and drop it for Jake Woolman, building speed through the neutral zone. Woolman across. Shot on net. Flicked away against Lazar. Forsberg. LaFerriere on it. He's able to clear. McDavid waits for Kapanen to touch back up. Now challenges. Dishes. One-timer Bouchard and a save. Forsberg.
Shots on net.
In front. Forsberg able to make his 24th save of the afternoon. Let's see what happens to Roslovic. Took a high stick. It appeared to be Dumoulin. Went under.
Number 2 high sticking on number 28. No goal. No goal. Hey ref, why did my player fall over? Because he got hit in the face with a stick. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. What happened? I didn't see. It's crazy. You're always told you're supposed to have full control of your stick at all times, whether you get hit or not. You have to have control of your stick. Apparently not.
Free consultation.
You have nothing to lose. Call Canada's largest personal injury law firm today.
Over $1 billion in total settlements.
Welcome to the Principe Recipe. Today we're cooking up something great. My signature pizza from Pizza 73. We'll start with the dough. Let's take another look at that. Now for the special ingredients, jalapeno and Prince of Pepperoni. It's ready for the oven. Whoa, that was fast. Just like the Oilers. Get the Principe Recipe deal today. 1 large 2-topper pizza for only $13.73.
Don't think these Lay's chips are made in Canada, huh? I'll bet you the farm they are. I'll bet you this field. I'll bet you this harvester. I'll even bet you these llamas. Are these Lay's chips really made in Canada? You betcha.
Some people say at Napa Auto Pro, ever since we've been servicing hybrid and electric vehicles, our connection with our customers has been even more uplifting.
It's true.
Sorry, I forgot to mute the commercial, guys.
Crypto.com Arena, site of today's Pacific Division tilt between LA and Edmonton. The Kings lead at 1-0. Louis, the Oilers have done a lot of things well. Is there something you want to see more of down the stretch?
Get in front of this goaltender. You just saw a nice shot from Evan Bouchard. Clear lane to the net. Forsberg controlled it, no problem at all. And Bouchard can shoot it. If he's going to see it, he's going to stop it. Need to get into his eyes, need to make it tough. When they have, they've created their best chance.
Steele McDavid in front tonight on the doorstep. Forsberg. Stop Savoy. Another centering pass tipped out. Bouchard an extra pass. Rich shot. Forsberg a save on Savoy. Robbed twice.
Now we're going to get goalied. Now Forsberg's going to goalie the Oilers.
Easy clear from behind the LA net. The Kings have made a fair amount of mistakes today. And when they have, Forsberg has bailed them out. McDavid to Ekholm. Snapped behind. Here's a shot on net. Save. Juicy rebound again. Ekholm knocked it down against Moore. Another failed clear by the Kings. Savoy to Bouchard. Back down low. Chance to move it. Dislodged by LaFerriere. And finally, back to center. Matthias Ekholm will take a skate. 7 1/2 to play.
Yeah, where's the puck? Where's the fucking puck, referee? Referee, where's the puck? McDavid gets decked again. No puck, no fucking where. Jesus Christ.
Grant Clark with a careful clear, knocked down at center by Kasperi Kapanen with Polson.
I don't mind if the puck is there. You want to take that shot? By all means, let's have at her, Patter. But the puck is fucking not there.
Fumbles the puck in the neutral zone. Kapanen unable to do much with it. Murphy had it knocked down by Kopitar, who broke his stick. He has to come off. Here's Nurse firing. Redirected wide. Rebound. A save. Forsberg sealing the far post against Trent Frederick.
It's not even funny anymore. Like, where's the puck when Connor Davis on the ice? I don't know. Well, hit him anyway. Not going to call for it.
Edmonton continuing to push here in this third period, down by 1 goal.
Terrible fucking officiating, man.
From behind us, Savoy, good job off the face-off to win a battle, get to a puck. Here's what McDavid didn't like here is more.
How's that not a call?
Interference call in the neutral zone, probably could have gone.
How's that not a fucking call?
But no penalties handed out on either. And we remain 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Digging in.
Congratulations, NHL referee.
Against Scott Ludd. It has not been a clean game played by LA. They've been outshot handily.
No, you can get outshot. You just got to keep interfering and getting away with everything, and you'll be fine.
Oilers in this third period.
You're not in the box. What do you care? You don't care.
17 for the game. Lutt shovels it to center, flicked in by Ceci. And on that last 3-on-2 that LA had, Seymour worried about something going the other way. They didn't even get a shot away. This is a strategy that is not played in their favor during the postseason against Edmonton. Trying to bring leads home. Dumoulin will shoot it in. And the Kings do it.
When you've got a fourth line, what they want to do to star players.
Through the neutral zone. Beautiful move and poke checked away at the last minute by Mikey Anderson. That time McDavid got the short pass he was looking for moving through the neutral zone. Good seal off by Savoy.
And you're going to call that. You're going to call that, right, Kelly Sutherland? You're going to call that, right, Sutherland? Yeah, Sutherland! Oh, yeah! Fucking amazing officiating you have, buddy. Don't call shit. Gotta call that, though. Kelly Sutherland, you're a fucking joke. Cross check, no call. He gets interfered with all game. Can't do anything. But that's what I said, right, guys? Remember what I said? LA, Vegas, and Florida all do whatever they want. But as soon as the other team retaliates, even a little bit, there's a call. There's an arm up. You wonder why this league is just fucking stupid. And nobody watches NHL anymore. They've been losing numbers by the millions yearly. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that the NHL numbers are down across the board yearly? The fan interaction is down across the board yearly. To the point where they have to have media influencers, social media influencers, try and spike their numbers. Invite them to all their gigs. Invite all the Pavos and the Coach Chippies to your All-Star Game festivities. Couple grand each to show up and promote your league. Yeah. It's not working, NHL. You can do whatever you want to try and promote your league and spend whatever kind of money you want to spend. But if the product on the ice is this shit, with the officiating that's this shit, you're going to just have casual fans tune in, watch half a period, click off. Casual fans are going to click in, watch a couple minutes, click off. So fucking predictable how bad this league is. Kings are going to score on the power play because, hey, that's what's going to happen. It's not because the LA Kings are better today. No, they've got 8 guys out there helping them.
Andrzej Kopitar, who takes this power play face-off for LA is the leading goal man on the power play that's in the lineup for the Kings. He's got 5. Kuzmenko with 8. Panarin across. And now Brant Clark calling for that puck back. Dishing. One-timer. Tip, and what a save! LaFerriere.
It's time for the Oilers to start cross-checking everyone in front of the net. Just start fucking cross-checking. Kings are allowed to. Why can't you?
1-0 Los Angeles.
Call it fair play turnabout.
A breakaway converted back in the first period. This is the first power play for LA in more than 206 minutes of game action. Kempe shovels it around to Kopitar. Panarin bothered by Kapanen. Up top, Clark. Panarin across to Kempe. Szymanski challenge. Shot tipped. Kopitar blocked. Rebound off the glove of Ingram. Still available. And finally Ingram able to reach out and pull it in. Ekholm and Bouchard tangled up. Power play in effect for another minute.
Just cross-checking after that puck was still up for grabs, just trying to clear the lane, allow Ingram to find the loose puck. He makes a terrific save right off the first faceoff. The shot pass right to the middle. It's Panarin to LaFerriere, and he has a real good little deflection in tight. Sometimes that can squeak through, but just a good left pad save.
Nothing will be done, unfortunately.
Scramble. That's a tough save. A knuckler into him from Kopitar, who's had a couple looks in this one. And then all hands on deck trying to protect and give him a little...
Nothing will be done because that's the way the league wants it to be.
How difficult it is to catch a knuckleball. I mean, that was a tough one. Awful. Off the draw, Henry broke a stick. One-timer ripped wide by Panarin, and that climbed out of play. Clark emphatically signaling as such.
Absolutely.
Until the league head office changes personnel, this is the type of league we're going to get.
High on the glass on the blast by Panarin. He can shoot it. I mean, he's known for a disher. You talked about their power play not having that much success this year. He will certainly ignite the power play and create more opportunities with his dynamic play. And one of the reasons they wanted it.
He's got the only goal of the game. Kopitar going to be moved out of the circle, replaced by Adrian Kempe. One thing to keep in mind here, McDavid comes on. If the Oilers get it clear, McDavid comes on for the last 30 seconds of the PK. Clark steps up, shoots wide of Ingram. Rebound, Kopitar. Clark, his shot from distance. That pinball's into the corner. Remember, Edmonton down 1. So the Oilers have to be aggressive somewhat. Panarin loads and fires. Block shot. Here come the Oilers. No, Henry will just fork it down the ice.
Somebody at the head office needs to be just retire.
And Szymanski, McDavid, of course, in the box. So keep in mind, when this power play is over, he's going to have an opportunity to maybe catch LA. And I'm not so sure the Kings don't realize that. They've got Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty out there, just in case.
But he will be fresh. He's rested for 2 minutes, and he's going to jump right on the ice and stay, which he usually does after a penalty kill anyway, if he doesn't kill the last 30 seconds, as you mentioned. And now he's on the ice, and he has Nugent Hopkins and Punt Colson on the ice with him.
For the last 3.5, I'm not sure McDavid's going to leave the ice. Nurse up the middle, stripped by LaFerriere. So the power play is over. LA unable to convert, still just a 1-0 lead. But Colson shovels it in. Anderson around the plexi, grabbed by Quinton Byfield. Now Moore. Gain the line. Loading, firing is LaFerriere, and a save made by Connor Ingram. Rebound Bouchard. Here's McDavid. Challenging.
Cross check, hook in the hands. Wow.
Bouchard. But Colson. Bouchard, a one-timer miss. Short side, rebound McDavid. Out to Bouchard. Shooting. And that disappeared.
LA can do whatever they want to McDavid. Slash him on the hands, hook him, cross check him. We don't give a fuck. He's just the best player in the league, bar none. It don't matter. We don't protect our players.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, here's a nice outside shot, little flyby screen.
All this for nothing because LA's not making the playoffs. All this for nothing.
A deflection, and Ingram fights it off to keep it a one-goal game here. A timeout being called here by the Edmonton Oilers to go over a last plan with 2:33 on the clock.
And this ensures, of course, that McDavid would play the final 2.5 if needed.
And Ingram over at the bench having a with Chris Knobloch. Looks like he's going to stay.
So 6 on 5.
So 6 on 5 for as far as they're going to go with it. Paul McFarland's got the board out, obviously going over a few plays.
I would laugh on Monday when Seattle beats LA and knocks LA out of the playoffs. And then they go to Vancouver on Tuesday and get whooped by Vancouver on Tuesday. Bye-bye LA, you're done. You missed the playoffs.
Forsberg looking for his third shot of the season.
DJ Smith. Sorry, DJ King. Got tough guys on the mind. He was a tough guy too, DJ Smith.
It's just despicable how they have one team just...
You've got the face-off. McDavid wins for the 6th time in 9 tries tonight, allowing Ekholm to put it back down low for Colson around the boards. Nugent Hopkins under pressure to Bouchard. Winds and fires, blocked shot. Painful one for Byfield. The Oilers have to tag back up. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Kings 1, Oilers no score. Here's McDavid off the half wall of Ekholm. Back down for Colson. LA's been hanging on to this 1-0 lead for 50 minutes. Can they close it out? Doughty, pressure on McDavid, who protects. Ekholm at the line. Back to McDavid. Lawton in on him. Wallpapered him. But Roslovic came over to knife it free for Colson. Came loose. Strap Doughty on to Byfield. Didn't get it out. You remember that from last year's playoffs. Byfield does not get it out. And the Oilers still working in the corner. Nugent Hopkins screened it up. Roslovic inside, nudge free. Byfield again with a chance to clear. This time he banks it off the wall, but it will be
icing against LA.
30 to play in the 3rd period, and the Kings holding on to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Connor McDavid wants them to hurry up and get to the face-off dot. He knows that they've got some steam going forward, so he's trying to get to the face-off dot. The Kings are trying to drag this out as much as possible. Great block by Byfield here on Bouchard. Gets in the lane. That's 2 in a row. LaFerriere first and last shift, and that one there by Byfield. Vic gets down in there. Dangerous.
McDavid's been feeling it in the circle, having won 6 of 9 today against Byfield to the right of Forsberg. Wins another one. Came free. LaFerriere, a chance to get it out, does so. Lawton has an empty net, can't backhand it. Toward that goal, so it was blocked by Bouchard. Still lots of time. Minute 15 to go. 1-0 LA. Here's the finish. McDavid. In across the line. Oilers need a point to clinch a spot. They need a goal right now. Shot Wahlberg. Wallman had it blocked. Rebound cleared by Kopitar. Icing coming against LA. Still 1 minute remaining. If the Oilers get the equalizer, they punch their ticket to the postseason.
Yeah, good defending by the Kings here. Really not allowed Edmonton to set up and find that shot. A couple good blocks, a good stick on that last sequence, and a clear out of the zone. Important face-off again.
McDavid against Kopitar. Savoy and Nugent Hopkins stacked in the slot. Bouchard and Ekholm up top. Motioning for play to be set here. Hugging that left half wall. Here we go. McDavid and Kopitar. Kopitar this time with a clean win. Around the boards. Bouchard's going to pinch and hold on to it. But Colson snapped a pass and missed Nugent Hopkins. So now you've got Ekholm retreating with
Hyman's dressing Monday.
Remaining. LA 1, Edmonton nothing. Ekholm bothered from behind by Kempe. Will shoot it in from center. Forsberg got a piece. Edmonton around the boards. Kopitar against McDavid. Poke checked away. Kopitar rifle toward the empty net. Wide.
McDavid gets tripped again. McDavid gets tripped again! No call! Explain to me, please, any officiating?
And he had a look.
He did have a look.
Fucking hell, man.
Connor McDavid felt he was tripped up there too, coming back.
You think?
As he went down hard in the corner. Right before that.
Kopitar and McDavid.
Don't even take this win, LA. Don't think you fucking did anything. Those guys in stripes were your best friends.
Face off, Kopitar, Edmondson. Snap toward the empty net. Big bounce wide again. Icing against Los Angeles. 19 seconds.
It's a fucking joke. A fucking joke.
He elected to shoot at the empty net. Louis, this is a constant quandary for teams. It's just the immense pressure that McDavid will put on you. Now Nugent Hopkins.
He's going to give it a try. McDavid's lost the last couple. Where they missed Draisaitl so much. He's so critical in the face-off dot, especially in these situations. Kopitar.
McDavid's been slashed, hooked, and tripped at least 7 times. And he retaliates once. Once he retaliates. He gets the penalty for it.
Now one more conversation. Nugent Hopkins. They might be putting a half second back on the clock. So 19.5.
This team, man, I can't stand LA and the way that the refs pamper these fucking babies.
Another face-off and a win.
And it'd be great when Seattle beats their fucking asses on Monday.
Colson waiting. Here's a drive by Bouchard, deflected out of play, but Colson was waiting for a shot from McDavid, and he just didn't steal it. Bouchard had it tipped out of play. 9.7.
It is what it is, folks. Hey, the Oilers can still get in. If Winnipeg doesn't win their game, gets in. We get in through the back door. I don't fucking care. The fact that that fucking arrested all good. All you could, NHL officiating.
Puck in the corner. LA will try to eat it. Stays in the corner. Seconds running down. 1 second to go. LA is hung on.
Thank you guys for watching. My name is Matt, OilersFanReaction. Congratulations to the NHL referees and you letting LA win this game. You're a disgrace to this fucking league. A fucking disgrace to this league. I don't care. Come at me. Everybody come at me. Watch the game. How many times is a guy allowed to cross-check somebody, trip somebody, and hold somebody? I'll see you guys on Thursday. Oilers will have clinched by then. It'll be a fun stream. Fuck this league and fuck the LA Kings.